Take a look at these three images. What do they all have in common? Take a good look. Not sure? It's the gaze. More specifically, the direction of the character's line of sight. Let's look at them separately. First is the brunette boy looking at the ginger girl, and she is looking at us. Next, the guy being hugged is looking at the hugger as he looks at us. Are you getting it? Lastly, Mr. Whoa, that's a lot of hair is looking at Miss I have all this hair. And where does she look? That's right, at us. Let's break down what is happening in this image. Here's the poster for My Hubby's Too Cute. Nice story, 7 out of 10 so far. We see the guy gazing lovingly at this girl. This is called a longing look. We can infer that he has pleasant feelings towards and will potentially have romantic feelings for her. Now focus your attention on her. She's looking directly at you. Not at him, at you. You at home, half naked, eating chips in bed. Yes, you. She looks off screen at you, saying nothing, but acknowledges the fourth wall with that look alone. This is called an aside glance. Together, these visual cues may be trying to tell us, even though he has feelings for her, she doesn't yet realize or may not be aware of said gaze, or she may want others to be aware of their relationship, hence the direct look. At this point, you're probably thinking one of three things. Who cares? Or, that's a bit creepy. Why is she looking at me instead of him? Or, I've seen this pose before in many romance works. What's that about? For those thinking the latter, we felt the same way, so we did some research. To begin, we must learn about the gaze. The gaze describes the relationship between media and how it's observed and meant to be observed. While there are several types of gaze, we need only focus on three. First, the spectator's gaze. That's you and me, the audience. The gaze of the one who is reading the book or watching the movie. For example, you watching this video right now. Thank you, by the way. Second, the intradiegetic gaze, also known as in-universe gazing. A person depicted in the media is looking at another person or object. For example, the guy with the longing look previously mentioned. Lastly, number 3, the extradiegetic gaze, also known as the direct address. The person depicted looks at you, the spectator. For example, the girl with the aside, also previously mentioned. Just look at these romantic covers. Longing look, aside glance, 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 longing look, aside glance. Do you get my point? Where are they trying to draw us into their relationship? Do they want us to join? You know, I've never been in a threesome before, and he is quite handsome. Wait, what? No, focus. See, this is what I mean. The gaze wants us to join, to read, to consume. It's manipulating us, drawing us into the media, into the story, into the potential threesome. Ah, seriously. This line of sight fourth wall gaze tactic, where they try to grab our attention, is often used in everything we see, and it's quite effective. It abuses the fact that when we look at each other, we naturally gravitate to the eyes, because we are visually dominant creatures. Isn't that just sinister? We have been socially conditioned to accept this and fall into their trap. It is no longer us gazing upon media, but it's media which is demanding our gaze. The advertisements, the TV shows, the celebrities, social media, the news, all of these crafty maneuvers that they use to garner our attention. It's all connected, don't you see? You know what? I'm done. I'm tired. I'm out.